Yo guys, welcome back. 5 metas every pro should know Sundays. It is episode 11. We've got a variety of different metas here for you today. I tried to cover mostly countries that I guess I have not covered previously on the channel. I think, little spoiler, next week I'm going to go into just going through larger countries: Russia, US, Brazil, Australia, and doing an episode with 5 metas focused on each of those countries. So an episode per country. Like next episode, I might do a Russia one, US one, whatever. All right, enough yapping. Let's hop into it. We're going to start off with Cambodia rubber tree locations. So, in Cambodia, rubber tree plantations are quite rare, I would say, compared to in Thailand. They are quite abundant here in Thailand. So you'll get rubber tree plantations here, down here, near Trat as well, and then also on the peninsula. But in Cambodia, the soil is a little different. So there aren't as many places where you can get rubber tree plantations. And it's probably these 5 places are the places that I've singled out for rubber tree plantations. So let's dive into each one individually. So we'll start with this one just northeast of Phnom Penh, around the 71 here. You can kind of see rubber tree plantations, and this is all in, unfortunately, Poop Cam here. So yeah, if you see Poop Cam rubber tree plantations, always guess here, by the way. Guess one of these 3 places, because the north part of Cambodia does not have Poop Cam, whereas they covered most of the entire south and middle with Poop Cam. So we can hop back into it here. Yeah, just rubber tree plantations everywhere here. And also, rubber tree plantations, from what I've noticed, I mean, this makes sense as well. They are going to have like some very straight roads, either going north-south or east-west. Makes sense just to easily line up the roads in the country, and makes sense for like keeping a grid, because that's, how most farms will work. And then this one around the 11 near Krong Suong here. We've got Poop Cam coverage once again, and just tons of rubber tree plantations. Like this one's quite cool. You're just going through a rubber tree forest, and yeah, just a lot of Poop Cam there. And then the other one is around this city here, in which we can take a look. There's just a bunch. This one is actually an exception. It's on like a slightly northwest southeast road, but it does have, I think this is just a main road going through it, whereas these are kind of straight up and down, north-south, and we're going through the plantation here. And yeah, once again, covered in Poop Cam. This one is not, and you can kind of tell. Rubber trees are, if you can't identify them, you can see them by like, they usually have like bags covering like spigots usually that they use to extract the sap or whatever they use in the rubber trees. The other one, I'll get to this one last. The other area is kind of on the 78 road here that goes to the Vietnam border, east of Krong Ban Lung. You'll just see rubber trees all along this road as we click down the road. Rubber trees here, rubber trees behind this. And yeah, just a good place for growing rubber trees, I guess. And this is obviously not Poop Cam, because as I mentioned, this north part of Cambodia pretty much is not covered in Poop Cam, whereas the south is. So, good meta there. Poop Cam, no Poop Cam, Poop Cam for rubber tree plantations. All right, and then this one here is a very distinct one, just because it's very dry season coverage. You can tell like the soil just doesn't look wet at all. And we've got rubber tree plantations here, and it's pretty much to the east of this city here. Yeah, very distinct, not Poop Cam coverage as well. So if you see rubber trees like this, make sure to guess around here. It does make a lot of sense as well, being that we are so close to the Vietnam border and it gets pretty dry here. And yeah, those are pretty much the 5 regions in which you can find rubber tree plantations in Cambodia. So if you see a rubber tree plantation and you know you're in Cambodia, you should send one of these 5 places. All right, we're moving over to Portugal here, right on the Douro. You will get a lot of port wineries. Actually had a lot of port wine when I was in Porto, um, and visited a distillery there, and it was very cool because they showed a video of basically the whole process of making the wine and how they grow on the banks of the Douro River, just because it is suitable conditions for growing grapes. So we do have a lot of terraced farming here alongside the Douro. Douro's right here, as you can see, and we do have the terraced wine plantations, I guess. Very cool, going up into the mountains. It's very sloped, very mountainous on both sides of the Douro. So they found a way to get the best harvesting possible, and you can kind of see it throughout here. Here as well. This is a great shot of it. Like, you see how many stuff there is there. Yeah, we keep moving down. There's a lot here. This one isn't actually on the banks of the Douro, but it is Douro adjacent, and you can see this big vineyard here, essentially. And yeah, just all along this Douro River, you will see it, and it's pretty evident. So if you do see like these terraced farming places in Portugal, you should guess on this Douro River here, east of Porto, because that is where they grow pretty much all the port wine, and it's a very cool location as well, right on the Douro. You can actually do cruises up here, if I'm not mistaken, which is also very cool. But yeah, very cool location and very cool meta. All right, the next meta we're going to be moving into is Florianopolis, blue and red striped poles. So these are pretty much found throughout the entire island of Florianopolis. You can see the red band and then the blue band directly below it. You'll only find this on Florianopolis, and very good meta for distinguishing you are on the island. Kind of does have a distinct feel, like a more vacation-y Brazil feel, you know? So, like, a lot of places will have it throughout the island. I haven't seen it. I've seen it throughout the entire thing, doing my research, but yeah, it's very, very tropical. Very, like, very touristy, I would say, in terms of how it's built, and some of the architecture doesn't necessarily match most of other parts of Brazil. But as we keep moving, like, you can kind of see it on all of these poles. You don't really see it too much on ladder poles. This is kind of an exception. I feel like I've seen it more on, like, rounder poles like this. But yeah, you can get them on both as shown there. But yeah, you pretty much see it throughout the entire country. This is downtown. Even on these lampposts here, you can kind of get it. But yeah, these markings are everywhere, really. And this one's really useful, actually, in downtown, because they're pretty much on every pole, as you can see at this intersection. And here's one last example here. But yeah, you'll pretty much see it more on rounded poles, but that's not to say you can't get it on ladder poles. But yeah, downtown has so many of these. Like, this is on the walk signal thing, and just on light posts as well. So if you see these pole markings, you should guess the Florianopolis island. All right, the next thing that we're going to move into is Kazakhstan Buses. I know Kazakhstan has a lot of metas that came out, even though it is a relatively new country. There's an extensive Plonket guide on it, so I would encourage you guys to definitely take a look, because it is very valuable for your Kazakhstan learning. Not to say that I have, because I haven't, because I'm just too lazy to learn the country. But for you guys, it's very important. But we will go over the buses today, which is featured extensively in the Plonket guide, so shout out to Plonket for this one. And we'll start in October here. If you see, I had it penned on the way. If you see these orange black buses, then you should be in October here. And okay, it's really getting me here. The unofficial coverage. But yeah, the orange and black buses. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, orange and black buses, October, and we'll save it like that. Perfect. All right, now we move into Astana. Astana is going to have these green and white buses, so like green trim with mostly white body. And you can see these throughout all of Astana. It has a pretty extensive bus system, I would say. So you can kind of see them in a lot of places around the city. But these are just 3 examples that I picked out there. And next, I guess we'll move to Karaganda. And Karaganda is going to have these blue buses, very distinct. You can see a green bus here, but the blue buses are the ones that you're looking for in Karaganda. And you can see those, once again, throughout the city. I would say, I didn't know this, but I guess Kazakhstan has a pretty big bus system going on. All right, we'll move on to this city, which I will not try to pronounce because I know I will butcher it. But orange buses here, and I have seen this Menhart Zez thing on there. So I guess the people in the city love Zez Kazgan. Okay, I tried it, guys. Don't hate me. But yeah, you'll see it there. And yeah, here as well. Men love Jez on this one. All right. Anyway, pretty much that orange color is what you're looking for in this city. And we will move into Shemi here and take a look at these buses, which are green, similar to the Astana ones. But these are green body with more white trim. So it differs because it's flip-flopped there. The green body with the white base is going to be Shemi. And if you see one of these mixed with the season, you should go Shemi. And the last one that we will cover is the Almaty buses. So Almaty, huge city, full green buses. It will say Almaty on the side as well. So that's definitely very helpful. But if you're seeing something like this from a distance, like from here, and you can't see that it says Almaty on the side, but you see a full green bus, yeah, that's a great indication that you are in Almaty, of course. And let's do this. I will show you this graphic right here, which was in the Plonket guide. So the Aktobe buses, as I mentioned, orange and black. The Astana, kind of green and white trim, more or less. Shemi with the full green top and the white bottom. Karaganda is going to have the full blue buses. This city, that I will not try to pronounce once again, is going to have this orange stripe in the middle and the white top and bottom. And then Almaty is going to have these full green buses. So this is a good resource. It's on the Plonket guide for Kazakhstan. So if you haven't looked at it, you should definitely look at it. And I would encourage, you know, clicking around yourself with the JSON that I've provided in the description down below. All right, the last meta that we're going to go into here is Rijeka blue pole traffic lights. So these are pretty much found throughout this entire general area here, general city. But you can see these blue poles everywhere holding up traffic lights, the walk signals as well here. But yeah, if you see these blue poles in Croatia, and you know you're in Croatia, it can only really be in Rijeka. So I'll just click through a couple here. Signed to Zagreb and Split, of course. But yeah, you see these blue poles holding up all of the traffic lights there. And yeah, same here down by the waterfront. And yeah, traffic lights are obviously limited in most of these, except at big intersections, of course. So they are quite rare to see, but this is kind of a niche one and is very useful just in case, you know, you see one and you're not sure what Croatian city you're in. If you see the blue lights, good indication that you are in Rijeka. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. This was the 5 metas every pro should know series number 11. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course, because we are still trying to grow the channel. And I am going to do a Q&A if we do reach 1,500 subs. So do that, of course. But next week, I'm going to be focusing on a big country. I have not picked it yet, but we'll see what we do. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.